Thika West Sub-County Police Commander Lawrence Mushangi said they acted on a tip-off from members of the public before they raided the store where the equipment was found.
Officers kutoka Thika wakishirikiana na officers kutoka DCI Thika waliweza kupata report ati kuna mahali waya zenye zinatumika kusambaza stima pamoja na chuma za ledi zimeweza kuhifadhiwa na suspect. Officers walikimbia mahali pale na wakaweza kupata ni kweli kulikuwa na hizo chuma na hizo waya.
One suspect from the shop that has been selling plastics was arrested and detained at Thika police station for interrogation before being arraigned in court on Monday. The recovery happened at a time when members of the public have been protesting over a syndicate responsible for the vandalism of electricity transformers, cables, electrical apparatus, and other electricity infrastructure. The police boss has warned that scrap metal dealers will henceforth be held responsible for any critical national infrastructure found within their premises. Martin Mwangi, NTV.
And just for context and understanding, if you see us looking a bit shaky, it's because, like we said, we are on the ocean waters. So the waves are going to be lifting us up and down as we go along. I guess they're enjoying the bulletin as well. Now, police within Mau Summit area in Nakuru County have launched investigations into the cause of a fatal road traffic accident that claimed 5 lives earlier this morning near the Molo-Londiani junction along the Kericho Total Nakuru highway. The ill-fated motor vehicle, a Toyota Matatu belonging to Obamana Sacco, was moving from Kericho towards Nakuru when the driver rammed onto a Nissan UD lorry that was in front, heading towards the same direction. 4 male adult passengers on board the Matatu and a child aged about 2 years old died on the spot, while 11 of the passengers sustained serious injuries and were rushed, I should say, to Molo and Londiani hospitals. The bodies of the deceased were moved to Londiani Sub-County Hospital mortuary awaiting a post-mortem examination.
Tuko harakati ya kupanda, alafu naye akatokezea nyuma, akagonga pale nyuma kwa sababu aliona gari nyingine imeoverlap the other side. Sasa kwa hiyo harakati ya kurudi akajifinyiria hapo, akashikwa na ile kona, akararuliwa.
Nilijulishwa na maimiz saa 8:30 usiku kwa amehusika kwa ajali ya barabara. Nikakimbia asubuhi, nikafika mpaka hapa mahali alipata ajali. Nimepata gari tayari imeletwa kwa police station. Yeye mwenyewe ameumia goti. Analia goti na bega.
3 men killed on Thursday in Sarmach in the county of West Pokot have been laid to rest. Tensions ran high as residents and local leaders pointed a finger directly at the military officers, alleging members of the uniformed forces hurled grenades at the deceased. A somber mood engulfed the villages of Chapareira and Lochacha in West Pokot County as villagers laid to rest 3 of their young men killed on Thursday. The 3 young men were killed by grenades, allegedly hurled by military officers and who are attached to a multi-agency team conducting a security operation along the borders of West Pokot and Turkana counties.
A somber mood engulfed the villages of Chapareria and Lochacha in West Pokot County as villagers laid to rest 3 of their young men killed on Thursday. The 3 young men were killed by grenades, allegedly hurled by military officers attached to a multi-agency team conducting a security operation along the borders of West Pokot and Turkana counties.
Majabu ni kwamba hii sasa hata si polisi, ni wanajeshi na wanatumia drone. Polisi hawana drone, na kama wako wao ndio watatuambia. Jeshi la Kenya wamekuja sasa mpaka na umisi hata watoto wadogo hawa, na mpaka sasa tangu wakati hiyo maneno yalifanyika tangu juzi, wakati mpaka sasa hakuna mtu amesema kitu huko juu.
Kama wanajeshi wameshindwa kufanya kazi walitumwa kufanya, warudi kwa mabara zao, waongoje kwenda vita ya nchi zingine, kwa sababu hapa hii wameshindwa. Vile nataka kusema ni hii na ndio wachukua shortcut kuua watu, bali hata wangewashika ingekuwa rahisi.
2 of the 3 were relatives. Samuel Lokomol, aged 20, and Petero Lokomol, 21 years old. The third, Rotich Kalilo, was 22 years old. Residents allege that security officers are fueling discrimination and discord.
Wanaanza kututawanyisha na majirani zetu. Kwa maana sasa hata sisi tunaenda upande wa ng'ambo na hatuna shida lolote, lakini ukienda huko unaweza pata mwanajeshi ambaye ni KDF anakuuliza wewe ni kabila gani?
On the eve of the burial on Friday, residents held demonstrations in Kapenguria town protesting against the killings.
And we demand our right. Tuko na haki yetu kuchungwa na serikali. Na tunataka hii kunyanyaswa na government ifike hata AICC. Ifike ICC.
The Takwel Belt remains a disturbed area as services are shut down along the West Pokot and Turkana borders owing to banditry attacks and cattle theft. Dan Kauna, NTV.
The Kenya National Music and Cultural Competition is bringing together communities from different cultural backgrounds. I said, is underway at Wote Technical Training Institute in the county of Makueni. Among the participants are youth from Pokot, Marakwet and Turkana communities with songs of unity calling for an end to the historical rivalry and animal theft. Umi Bashir, the Principal Secretary in the State Department for Culture, the Arts and Heritage, and Makueni Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr., that is, are in attendance. Our reporter Kelvin Silu is there for us and now joins me live with an update. Kelvin, what's happening so far? I see there's also culture and excitement on that end of the country.
Very good afternoon to you, Dan Mwangi. As you have said, we are in county of Makueni, county 017, and this is where the 9th edition music festival is being held. But almost all the 47 counties so far are here to attest to whatever is going to happen here from today. They will be here for 9 days, and today the grand opening of the event has been presided over by the PS in charge of heritage and accompanied by the Makueni Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr. We are joined by Mutula Kilonzo Jr. and the PS here with me. Maybe to start with today, how many counties maybe are here?
We have so far registered 23 counties, 14 have already reported, and we are expecting more to come as we go along. We have been informed that they have decided to come to register, but progressively make their presentations between now and Saturday. So the presentations will continue for the rest of the week. So we are expecting many more to be here to make their presentations.
Thank you. We're also joined by the PS. Maybe we've seen the theme of the event. What can you say about the theme?
The theme is fantastic because we are trying to encourage cohesion and peace and upholding diversity within our country. So for us to do this in a county like Makueni County, which won this last year, is a privilege for us. And the theme does not only end there. We as a national government encourage diversity and for different counties and different communities to showcase their cultural diversity. So it's the perfect theme for this year.
So what should we expect by the end of the 9th day?
Well, by the end of this 96th edition of Kenya Music and Cultural Festival, we expect counties to accept the fact that we are one, we are a family. Coming from the Higa, come from Kakamega, come from Wajir. When you end up in Makueni, at the end of this, we are brothers and sisters, and we shall indeed live together peacefully, coexist as brothers and sisters, and we shall also practice and try and appreciate each other's cultures. So for Kakamega, the dance, the food, the cuisines will be exchanged by Akamba here in Makueni. So it's a great initiative and a big deal for us as a national government.
Thank you very much, Dan Mwangi. We've been speaking to the governor and the PS in charge of heritage from here, county of Makueni, and we'll be here keeping an eye on this event for the 9 days from here in the county of Makueni. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you very much, Kelvin Silu, on that side of the country, the county of Makueni, and we shall be keeping a tab on that just to see how the culture agenda and some have said culture capture is taking over parts of the country this weekend and still going forward. Now, travelers plying the Garsen-Lamu road were left stranded after floodwaters cut off the road. The travelers were forced to wait for hours for the water to subside in Gamba area, which led to a build-up in traffic. Some of those who often ply the route have accused the county government for not fixing the drainage system, as well as putting in place systems which would help channel the water in cases of flooding. They now want the county government to intervene so as to avert any incidences. Some of the stranded commuters opted to walk through the floodwaters.
Tumefika hapa, maji imejaa, abiria gari haziendi, maskari wamenikataza.
Niko na hofu kwa sababu hii yaweza kusababisha ajali, na kila tukikaa maji yanazidi kupanda, yaweza kusababisha mafuriko makubwa hapa, watoto wakagonjeka, watu wazima wakagonjeka, na magari yakaingia hasara. Sasa mimi nataka serikali tusaidie kivyovyote vile tupate usafiri wa kufika manyumbani kwetu.
Shida kubwa hapa, hii barabara ilijengwa lakini haina drainage. Ndio maana unaona shida zote zinapatikana hizi. Hakuna culverts za kupitisha maji, hakuna nini. Kwa hiyo hii ilijengwa tu, huyo contractor sijui alifanya kazi gani. Kwa hiyo sisi tungeomba tu zile shirika zinazohusika na mambo ya ujenzi muweze kufuatilia ili wananchi wasije wakapata tabu.
The Council of Governors Health Committee Chairperson, who is also the County Governor of Tharaka Nithi, wants county governments to enhance cancer screening under the new health plan being rolled out in collaboration with the national government, even as he calls for the speedy setting up of regional cancer care cancer centers, I should say. According to Governor Juki, most cancer patients get diagnosed late, thereby hindering treatment, yet a bigger percentage of counties have screening services at the most basic health centers. The governor was speaking in Chuka, where he met a delegation from JPEGO, a non-profit organization for international health affiliated with Johns Hopkins University.
Hatuwezi kuwa na pigana na kansa katika mahospitali zetu kubwa peke yake. Lazima tuhakikishe kwamba screening na testing, hizo huduma tunataka zikue, na saa hii bado ziko katika center zetu zote katika Tharaka Nithi. Ukienda dispensary yetu tunafaa kuwa kuna mtu anaweza fanya hiyo basic screening, lakini saa nyingine tunaweza kuwa tuna capacity nzuri sana kila pale. So JPEGO watapartner na sisi kufanya training kuhakikisha kwamba katika every dispensary in Tharaka Nithi unaweza pata mtu ambaye anaweza angalia hiyo basic screening na kufanyia hiyo basic testing kujua kama unaweza kuwa na ugonjwa, badala ya wote kwenda kwa hospitali zetu kubwa ambaye Marimanti, Chuka, Kebunga na Magutuni. Inafaa kumalizika hata hapo kwa dispensary yenyewe.
Well, we have noticed we are spending a lot of money, a lot of costs on at the ICU level, on the HDUs, treating people who would have been you would have prevented them from getting cervical cancer and other types of cancer through early screening and also through the HPV vaccine. So we are reiterating our commitment today to continue working with Tharaka Nithi County, particularly in helping to improve the skills of the health workers. And again, through JPEGO, we will be donating some training models to facilitate the capacity building and training of health workers in the various facilities in a bid to support our efforts in improving the lives.
Coming from that health story, we now take a health break. We take a break on NTV at 1, and we are not taking a break from the ocean. We are still going to be right here waiting for you after this short break. Stay with us.
Welcome to King Tiles Limited. We are located at Rami Center, go down number 8, Victoria Court along Mombasa Road next to Panari Hotel. Enjoy massive Christmas sales or offers on an array of our products. We deal in ceramic and porcelain quality tiles both for wall and floor. We also have sanitary and kitchenwares like toilets, cabinets, cubicles, bathtubs, basins, kitchen sinks and bathroom accessories. King Tiles, to build the future.
Welcome to the Nation Shopping Festival, the biggest soccer sale in town, featuring 500 vendors ready to bring you the best deals and products. Discover everything you need under one roof, including a dedicated kids playing area and a tempting food court with mouth-watering delicacies. Visit www.nationshoppingfestival.com for more information and join us at the University of Nairobi grounds from 4th to 9th December. Make this holiday season extra special with the Nation Shopping Festival.
Welcome back to NTV at 1, coming to you live from the county of Lamu, specifically on the Indian Ocean waters, as we continue our continued coverage of the Lamu Cultural Festival. This is the 21st edition, and a lot of activities are happening at the moment, and we shall be having all this put for you very well on our bulletins at 7 and 9 p.m. and as well as on our social media platforms, so be sure to get us there, and on our website ntvkenya.co.ke, where we have a treasure trove of good content that you can't find anywhere else. Now, going on with the news, and political leaders and farmers from Mwea in the county of Kirinyaga have opposed a move by the national government to privatize Mwea Rice Mill Limited, saying farmers should be allowed to buy off 55% of the government's shares. The leaders, led by Mwea Member of Parliament Mary Mainge, says that the institution should be given back to Mwea rice farmers and not to private entities. Mainge says the farmers should be consulted first and prioritized in buying off of the government's 55% shareholding. Rice farmers control 45% of the rice mill shares through Mwea Rice Growers Multipurpose Circle, that is MRGM.
We are saying Mwea Rice Mills is not going to be sold to any outsiders. If the government intends to sell their 55% shareholding, they have an option, and only one option, to sell those shares to us Mwea farmers through Mwea Rice Growers.
There is no way the government can sell MRM when Mwea Multipurpose Cooperative Society is standing as a member, as an owner of the company. So one, either the government wants to steal from the people and sell a company owned by farmers without consulting them, or the event the government sells to anybody, then they are declaring war.
Let's go to education, and junior school intern teachers who had been posted in various institutions in Nairobi have threatened to hold street protests to pressure government for the permanent and pensionable terms of employment. This comes as the Teacher Service Commission, that's TSC's Chief Executive Officer Nancy Macharia on Thursday told the Senate Committee on Education that the contracts of the teachers will expire in January 2024, but the Commission does not have a budgetary allocation to employ them. The teachers say that they are not planning to show up in the classrooms in January 2024 if their demands are not met, adding that the government should domicile junior school in secondary schools.
Unfortunately, the response from TSC is to force junior secondary school to handle these learning areas, which are different from their subjects of specialization. How does a history and government teacher teach computer science, home science, Mandarin, French, Germany, sports, and physical education? How? Today, teachers in their contract, they get a salary of 20,000. These are teacher who works in Nairobi. These are teacher who wants to pay rent. These are teacher who has a family like any other person. These are teacher who is supposed to take a bread. Now you can do the math and tell me that how much that this is I want to pay for the house, how much that this I want to pay for their children, how much that this I want to spend on the transport. And therefore I'm telling today that any teacher who will get internship in Nairobi branch must be paid better than any other person from any other side, because life in Nairobi has become unbearable.
Now let's cross borders and go to the country that is Ethiopia, and former President Uhuru Kenyatta, who also serves as an African Union high-level panel member, has congratulated the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, that's for FDRE, and the Tigrayan People's Liberation Front, TPLF, for each side upholding their end of the bargain towards ensuring long-lasting peace in Tigray region by silencing their guns. Now, Kenyatta was speaking virtually during an AU members joint committee virtual meeting, I should say, of the monitoring, verification and compliance mechanism convened by the AU. The meeting briefed members on the status of the Ethiopia-Tigray peace agreement and also referred to as the Pretoria Agreement, or the Cessation of Hostilities Agreement, KOHA, which was signed between the government of Ethiopia and the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, in November 2022. Former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo and former Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa and member of the AU panel of the WISE, Dr. Phumzile Mlambo Nkuta, however, noted that a lot more still needed to be done in furtherance of the full implementation of the disarmament, demobilization and reintegration process. Now, Chams Media celebrated its 10-year anniversary in pomp and color at the Jacaranda Hotel in Nairobi. The media farm that specializes in productions such as Daring Abroad, which runs on NTV every Saturday. The founder of production, Alex Chamwada, attributed the success to the innovative team that helped to produce and churn out content which matches the target audience. The media has also contributed to positively brand Kenya internationally.
Gerald Coincide. For that, we have seen that
my heart swells with pride as I think of the incredible milestones that you achieved. Your dedication, vision, and unwavering spirit are commendable, and I am grateful to have witnessed and played a small part in your remarkable journey. As you celebrate this momentous occasion, know that your friends, your colleagues, and admirers are cheering you from every corner of the world. May the next decade bring even greater success, creativity, and fulfillment.
Chams Media, we met a talent, we need to help you. How do you want to grow? Where do you want to go next? I mean, for studies.
I guess it's safe to say that hard work works like a charms. Now let's go to sports now, and Harambee Starlets defender Dorcas Shikobe has remained optimistic on Starlets' chances of punching their second ever ticket to the Women's Africa Cup of Nations on the take on Botswana in the return leg on Tuesday. Starlets drew 1-1 with South Africans on Wednesday, with the home team missing a penalty through Violet Nanjala in the dying embers of the game to ensure a win. Kenya had come back from a goal down, having conceded, and minutes into the first half with Slavia Prague striker, that's Majolene Nekesa, converting from the spot. Starlets are one game away from qualifying for the WAFCON, which takes place next year in Morocco, but will need a win or a draw of more than one goal apiece in order to qualify for the championship.
Tunafeel bado tunaweza kulingana na training tumetrain, na naweza sema mistake yenye tulifanya hiyo kidogo tumerekebisha. From the local things we are ready to get good results in Botswana. The girls are ready. Tunatoa kwa akili yao the away aspect. Of course it's there, we're going to play away from home, but we are reminding them every time that kwa pitch it's them versus the players they're playing with.
Kitale Golf Club's Philip Shihasi outshone 108 skilled golfers to be crowned the overall winner of the grand finale of 2022 NCBA Golf Series, which took place at the Sigona Golf Club on Friday. Shihasi, who was playing off a handicap of 5, managed to accumulate a score of 75 gross to put himself to victory. Peter Tumusime from Uganda emerged as the overall winner in the men's category with a 76 gross, beating Cedric Konzolo of Kakamega Sports Club who raked in 77 points. In the ladies category, Luisa Gitao claimed victory with a score of 84 gross. Jaini Shah finished second on counterback after returning identical scores. Telvin Thuku excelled with an impressive score of 89 gross in the junior category. The top 3 winners of the series grand finale each took home a cash prize of 100,000 Kenya shillings. Now to football or soccer, depending on which country you choose to speak, whose English you choose to speak. And World Cup finalists France, Euro 2020 defending champions, and Euro 2020 finalists England are set to know their opponents in next year's Euro 2024 when the draw is concluded later today. A total of 20 nations have already qualified alongside host Germany, with the remaining 4 nations set to know their fate next year. The draw for Euro 2024 takes place in the port city of Hamburg today, when France, England and other leading contenders will learn the path to potential continental glory that awaits them next summer from June 14th to July 14th. France and England side that has never before been continental champions are in the first pot of seeds along with Portugal, Spain, Belgium and the hosts Germany. Now, like we've been saying, this is the last day of the Lamu Cultural Festival. This is the culmination of it, and a number of activities are marking this last day. That includes the finals of the doe races, donkey races, as well as some fishing activities. And the Lamu governor, I should say, that Issa Timami, said that one of the main things that this festival is meant to achieve is to promote peace and cohesion among the people who live here, as well as grow the fortunes of this county. This is what he had to say last night as he hosted visitors as well as stakeholders at a dinner in the course of this ongoing festival.
For our visitors, this time we have 45 boats competing in the fishing competition, and we will be auctioning the catch. So chairman, tafadhali tafuteni makula boxes, usiseme una kula box, so that you can buy the fish and take it home. Mabibi nyumbani watafurahia ukienda with a cooler box of fish, and there will be plenty of fish. Lamu Cultural Festival has become iconic. It is recognized all over. And one way of promoting Lamu positively is by holding such cultural festival. Well, that does it for NTV at 1 on this edition, where we've had
NTV on the ocean, not on the sea, on the ocean, and it's an exciting one. I can feel the breeze. And just to let you know that we have been having our captain on this boat, that is Hussein, and we thank you for hosting us on this boat. And just to show you that we have an anchor on this boat, so let's just say this bulletin was a 2-anchor bulletin, and we are going to be having more to show you from this great county of Lamu in the course of the day, again on our social media platforms as well as on our news at 7 and 9 p.m. so you want to be sure to see that. And at 9 p.m. we have a one-on-one live interview with the county governor, that is Issa Timami. You should share your questions or concerns on our social media platforms at Dan Mwangi NN, at NTV Kenya, across the board. And again, watch our treasure trove of content that you can't find anywhere else on our website, that's ntvkenya.co.ke, as we even gear up to having tomorrow's special report, which is an investigative piece about who killed Arshad Sharif, I should say, that is the Pakistani journalist, a year on. We have this tomorrow, but for now, let's enjoy the ocean and have yourselves a great afternoon. My name is Dan Mwangi.
Entire team from Lamu County, bringing you that 2-anchor bulletin from the middle of the ocean in Lamu County. And that is where we wind up NTV at 1 on this Saturday, the 2nd day of December. Be sure to catch our subsequent bulletins both at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. We'll be having a bit of it from Nairobi, as well as the other bit coming from the county of Lamu, even as they wind up their visit to that particular county. My name is Ibrahim Karanja. Thank you very much for choosing NTV, and do enjoy the rest of your viewing.
This is NTV.